Okay. Okay.
In every family, there's that one uncle, cousin, or aunt that just ain't right. But for whatever reason, you love them anyway. It's the family.
A son does not want to hear his mother say, skeet, skeet.
It's the family. The Family Radio Podcast.
Yeah, don't have your kids cussing on the internet, but do have your kids dancing on the internet. Ooh, kill them, kill them.
The Family Radio Podcast with T-Boogie and Chill Will.
It's the family.
Hey, it's T-Boogie.
And Chill Will.
What's up?
What is
we
going
back.
on? We back. Episode 113. It's been a minute, Bug. But look, we reneged like some spades.
We did. We really did. We've been okay. I was gonna say we've been going through some things, but I know you're not gonna let that slide. So I've been going through some things.
We both look. It's a new year. Well, it's not. It still is kind of a new year, but. I mean, everything, it's just so much stuff on the table, so much stuff that you're dealing with, so much stuff that I'm dealing with. But now we got all these little young Thundercats doing their podcast every week, but we got to step the game up, okay?
Okay. I'm on it. Yeah, because young Thundercats not going to take me out. Not me. Nope.
Look, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. It is the first week of March, believe it or not.
Can you believe that 2 months of 2021 are already gone?
Really quick. It went by real quick, man. Quick. But this is a big week because this weekend, or Friday, Coming to America 2 will finally be released. March 5th. Amazon Prime Video.
We are going back
theaters.
to...
COVID's messed up the theater experience. So no theaters, but Amazon Prime. As long as you got Amazon Prime, you can look at it on your phone, on your laptop, on your smart TV, whatever you're going to look at it. Eddie Murphy is back. Arsenio is back. Actually, everybody is back except Eric LaSalle from the first movie. Eric LaSalle was Daryl. Remember Daryl with the Jerry Curl?
Oh, yes.
Daryl, Eric LaSalle, I guess he's on his own stuff right now. He's not going to be in the movie, but everybody else is coming back.
Okay, well, we'll be fine without Daryl. By the way, let me just ask real quick, Chill, what's your your Prime Video login?
Yeah, whatever.
You're not going to share it with me?
I can't give you that because then you can see everything I order from Amazon, and that's none of your business.
I feel you. Nope, I was just trying.
And look, we're going to talk about that later in the podcast episode because, Boog, I got Amazon Prime, I got Hulu, I got Netflix, I got pretty much freaking everything. And I keep saying I'm going to cancel, and I keep forgetting, and then it comes that day of the month, and I was like, hey, what? Something just came up my account. What was that? Oh, hell, that was Hulu. I meant to cancel that last month. Oh, hell, that's Netflix. I meant to cancel that. But you know
what? I was talking to a friend the other day. Trials, but you put your credit card in, and we forget. That's $1 billion industry right now because people like me and you forget to cancel.
Forget. And that's the thing, too. I just said that a minute ago. With COVID, the theater experience is not happening right now.
Non-existent.
Not really. I mean, they have some drive-in theaters that are still open right now. But, I mean, really, this is the way to see TV and see these new movies coming out. And, Boog, we talked about this. Coming to America was very, anticipated. Everyone was waiting on this movie to come out. Believe it or not, this was the second most anticipated movie. The first most anticipated movie is the new James Bond movie, which is still, I don't know, I think they're going to try to make it come out before the summer. But I think Eddie was just like, man, let's go ahead and put this thing out.
But they got paid, though.
Of course. That means Amazon bought the movie to release it. Yeah.
Right. He got his money and he's good. He's like, okay, well, we gonna put it out. Let's get this thing popping. Because, like you said, we going back to Zamunda.
We haven't been there since 1980. Can you believe the first one came out in 1988?
Dude, Queens in the building. I'm sorry, I felt compelled to throw that out there.
McDowell's. You used to eat McDowell's all the time, boo.
Exactly. Right.
33 years, and the movie is just as funny today as it was when it first came out, which is, that's when you know a movie is a cult classic. When anytime Coming to America is on, I'm gonna make sure I keep the TV on that channel. And
Phil, did you have a Jerry curl?
I never had a Jerry curl, and you know what? I tell my mom to this day, thank you, because my mom would not let me get one. She wouldn't let me get it. I wanted a Jerry curl. My dad had one. She would not let me get one.
Even I wanted a Jerry curl, okay?
I stopped wanting a Jerry curl. Let me tell you when I stopped wanting. Because one time I went with my dad to get his redone. Seeing my daddy sit in that chair with them rollers in his hand.
And them rollers? You was done. You was like, I'm good. Nah, it's okay.
I kind of changed my mind then. I never had the Soul Glow. I didn't do the Soul Glow thing.
Okay, I was just checking.
I had the flat top, but I didn't have the Soul Glow. 33 years, we are back, and what has happened is Akeem, of course, Eddie Murphy, discovers he has a son in the U.S., and he's going back to New York to find him and groom him to come back to the Zamunda because he's the only son. I think he's had daughters with Sherry Headley.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So his son is in America. So that's the theme of the movie, the storyline, and the trailers I have seen. Boog, I can't wait for this movie. I can't wait.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not even watched any trailers because I have not. I'm just excited. I've heard a lot of the cast talk about the movie and stuff like that, but I haven't seen anything. I want it to be so authentic. On Friday, They are doing a full court press with everybody talking about the movies. Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy have been doing interviews. Eddie don't really do interviews. He's been doing interviews. Leslie Jones has been out promoting the movie. Tracy Morgan, who's also in the movie, he's been out promoting the movie. Tiana Taylor's in the movie. Wesley Snipes is in the movie. James Earl Jones. I told you everybody's coming back. Right, everybody's coming back.
I'm really surprised that Wesley Snipes doesn't really do interviews either. But I hadn't seen him on any show to promote it. But yeah, everybody has been on everything from all of the late night talk shows to the Wendy Williams show to even the sports shows. I saw Tracy Morgan on ESPN, talking about the show. Talk about the movie. So, like I said, it's a full court press with this movie coming out Friday. And even if it's half as funny as the first one, it's going to be a good movie.
Exactly, because we just love the continuation of it. It was such a great movie the first time around that I don't hold me to this, but you can't really fuck this up.
You can't. It's stacked with funny people, so it should be.
Exactly.
It should be. This should be. It's kind of like Harlem. Remember when Harlem Nights came out? Well, you got Red Fox, you got Eddie Murphy, you got I just watched Harlem Nights last Friday. You got Della Reese, you got Richard Pryor. Like how can that not be funny?
Yep.
It's no way that movie could not be funny. And once again, that's another cult classic movie. So we're getting ready for Friday, Coming to America 2.
I'm off on Friday too.
You gonna watch it 2 or 3 times?
What? I'm gonna be ready with my popcorn and my beer. I'm gonna be ready.
Wow. So another thing that hit the interwebs this week is a new documentary on the late great Biggie Smalls. Documentary.
Now that one I saw.
It's on Netflix.
Right.
Once again, Puffy is behind this. Also Biggie's mom and Biggie's good friend D-Rock. It's one of his best friends. And little did we know that D-Rock kept a video camera anytime.
Back
out on the street and everything.
That was so cool to watch authentic videos, not stuff that they just tried to piece together or whatever. Those were real authentic videos.
So that's why you will see. I recommend if you're a Biggie fan, and even if you're not, I think if you look
even
at
if you're just a hip hop fan,
you will be a Biggie fan after. Just like Book said, you seeing these behind, and these are really behind the scenes things. Not only big behind the scenes, you see Lil' Kim, you see Lil' C's.
Before everybody, was flying like they are now.
Yeah,
exactly.
You see Puffy in the studio way back in the day. You see, and Boog, I know this probably touched you because Biggie's mom talked about her being in Jamaica and how they would go back to Jamaica every year.
I did not know that part would have been there. I was like, I mean, of course we all knew that she was Jamaican because she speaks with an accent. Yeah. But for her to tell I never knew the whole real story.
Yeah, you didn't know where she was from in Jamaica? Because I never knew where she was from in Jamaica.
I didn't know that she's from Trelawney.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what had happened between her and Biggie's dad. This was, if you're just even a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
this is still something good to watch. I think she might be my aunt while you playing.
But no, look, we didn't know that Biggie's uncle
was so influential.
But no, his uncle, they had his uncle at the dance hall right now.
Yes.
Rapping
Did you
and
see
stuff.
that?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
None of that. None. I did not know how influential. I mean, he said little things here or there in reference to Jamaica or patois or things like that in his music, but I did not know that he. Matter of fact, too, he got the same upbringing that I did. Okay.
Yeah. She said she would take him back to Jamaica every year during the summer.
Yep.
Now, Book, did you figure this out? I was, and I'm going to look at it again, of course. But she said that, and when I say she, I'm talking about Biggie's mom. Her life in Jamaica, she always dreamed about, having a big house, having all of this money. But she didn't see that happening in Jamaica. So, like, did her parents just send her to America? Or did she just like, okay, I want to better my life. I'm going to go myself.
I'm going to have to say it had to be like a combination of the two, but probably more so her insistence on going, because remember she said when she came to New York, she was 16.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, okay.
My mom was an adult. I mean, she was only 18, but my mom was legally an adult when she came to this country. But at 16, you probably traveling with somebody else and you staying with other family, which chill. That's what we do.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the thing, because even your parents came over to go to school.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And so that's usually the track that you're on, right? Okay, if I grew up in Jamaica, so your family or whatever, so you might have family already here. Hey, we're gonna send these family members over because of course they have better schooling over there. Well, actually, I think y'all probably got better schools down there in Jamaica because y'all can spell y'all ass off. I can't spell. I went to American school and I can't spell.
Listen, that's one of my titles, nigga. I won spelling bees, but anyway, I digress. Yes, that's a lot of people's immigrants' dream is to come to America, to live this better life. They don't realize when you get here, we're a first world country, but shit, right about now, we like a third world country.
Yeah,
I got family in Jamaica doing way better than we doing over here.
Yeah.
So, she wanted to come for a education and a career. She was doing nursing and working at the same time. Like, that's the typical Jamaican household right there, okay? Now, what tickled me was when she found out that Biggie was selling drugs. She said she
honestly didn't know. She said she really put a lot of trust in him because she said, "Oh, well, he told me he was working. I thought he was out on the street working, like he had a job. He had a job, all right."
She said she went off on him. Exactly, she went off on him and was like, "You brought that stuff in my house."
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, when I heard her, I was like, "That would be my mother. That would be my mother. My mother would not have cared." Yes, that would have been her biggest thing. You brought that stuff in my house.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. I really, really did. So if you are a hip-hop fan, especially if you're a Biggie fan,
please check that out. Netflix.
Please check that out.
If you're on Netflix, you'll see it on there. It's trending. It's been trending since it came out. Let's jump to Hulu really quick because Hulu has their new thing this week. It's like all of them have something new every week.
Okay.
This U.S. versus Billie Holiday.
Now, that one I have not seen yet.
Let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about Billie.
Okay, bring it.
Billie was played by singer Audrey Day. Bug. I'm about to put her on my baby mama list. You hear that?
Oh, Lord. She could get it, too. She could get it.
I'm figuring it out, Bug. It's something about red lipstick. I think red lipstick does it for me.
That doesn't. Okay.
That's what it's gotta be. Anyway, she really got in character with this thing with Billie Holiday.
I know the story of Billie Holiday, so now I am anxious to watch the documentary because you are just singing the praises of it.
I mean, and I knew the story a little bit, and even if you saw what's the movie that Diana Ross and Lando Calrissian, Lady Sings the Blues.
Oh God, I don't know why I didn't think of that one.
But which was loosely based on Billie Holiday. But like I said, that was loosely. This right here, this movie, it got all in the cracks and the crevices. Billie Holiday and how the FBI just really had it out for her. And really
they didn't like that song. They did not like that song.
Because of a
Strange
song.
Fruit. Yep.
Because of a song. Boog, it was ridiculous how they treated her because they did not want her to sing that song. They thought that song would have, as they quote, Negroes thinking ways that they don't need to be thinking right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was going to say it would have adverse reactions, but you went all the way there. You said Negroes thinking the way that they did not want them to think.
They did not want, and Boog, it was reminiscent. Do you remember in the NWA movie? You know when the FBI told NWA don't sing "fuck the police," and they, the police at the shows, they like, hey, don't sing that song. So they're standing all out there. As soon
as you do it, they're ready.
Book, this was in the freaking 30s and 40s or whatever year it was. It was like that. Billie Holiday show up to do to do a gig. The police there.
That's crazy.
Like, just for this one black woman to sing this one song. So they just really had it out for her. They knew that she was on drugs. And, they just kind of used that to break her down and arrest her numerous times.
Yes, she spent a year and a half in jail.
Yeah, but her voice, man, even though she had to smoke like 3 packs of Luckies a day.
Listen,
and drinking gin like that, but she was still
definitely a 3-pack a day smoker. Yeah, and the she had complications of lung issues and also cirrhosis of the liver, and we know where that comes from. That's life, that industry. But she had a hard childhood too, so she was dealing with a lot.
Very hard. It was one, and they broke it down in the movie where one of her friends in the movie was like, you know what? She looks like $1 million, but on the inside, it was like she's broken. And I was like, damn.
See, and we didn't know nothing about therapy back then. She could have got her some therapy and been straight.
No, that therapy was that bottle, man. That bottle in the
But that's not the right way. That's what I'm saying. We can't keep self-medicating that way. Come on now, we got to start, seeking out therapists, going to counseling. We need to talk to people. We got to get real help. But and it's so tragic because she was awesome.
Oh my God!
And life's cut short at, I think she was in her 40s, early 40s.
And I think I only had I got Strange Fruit on my iTunes.
On your playlist?
Yeah, I do have. But I only have like 2 or 3 Billie Holiday songs. I'm gonna go back through and definitely get more into Billie Holiday, man, because her voice is just phenomenal.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, and the song "Strange Fruit" was originally a poem. It was done by a Jewish communist teacher, and he was also a civil rights activist. He wrote it as a poem, and she made it into a song.
Yeah, they touched on that, too. They touched on that in the documentary.
Okay,
How crazy is that, man? How crazy is that? But she said that in the movie. She said, you ever seen somebody hang before? That's got to be said. If you have actually seen that. Book, like this, the Smithsonian African American Museum in D.C., like if you've ever been there, like they have pictures, and these are actually pictures. It's something to even just see those pictures.
Absolutely. I just saw a lady
of people being people hanging from a tree.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. I just saw a lady that someone sent me on Instagram. She was doing a whole speech. Oh my gosh, Dr. Joy, somebody, and she put up some of those pictures, and she was like, "Now let's dissect this." She's like, "Look at this little white girl's face. The little white girl almost has a smile or a smirk on her face as they are hanging this black man. Like, what? There's no feeling. You are void of emotion if you think that is okay, that didn't bother you in any way, shape, or form. Man, I don't We're not about to go down that rabbit hole today.
Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole because we could talk a lot about that. Talk a lot.
Yep. Absolutely.
Look, let's switch gears. Now, Boog, me and you have been into reality TV since numero uno. Since the very first MTV Real World. It was an experiment then. It wasn't even a TV show. It was just an experiment. We're going to put people in the house. We're going to have cameras everywhere.
We're going to put 7 strangers together and find out what happens when people stop being real. No, when people stop. Damn, how did it go?
I don't know. I just know it's the real world.
But when people stop being whatever and start being real.
It's the real world. They have the Real World Homecoming now. Everybody on that first episode, of course,
the first season.
The very first season of Real World. I know me and you were glued to the TV.
Listen, I know them all.
We know
we
Heather.
Got Eric.
We
got
know
Heather.
Kevin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know Kevin. We got Becky, Andre. Remember Norman?
Norman. Yeah.
And of course, we got the country girl, Julie.
So all of them will be getting back together. Actually, going back to
there was a dog too. Do you remember the dog?
Who had a dog?
There was a dog on the show. The dog's name was Gouda.
I don't remember that. Now Gouda didn't
do
nothing for me because I don't remember no.
Oh,
Gouda.
Okay, my bad. I'm gonna need you to hurry up and watch that.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
They're gonna be getting back together actually in the same loft that they filmed it in.
In Soho.
In Soho. And I think they're gonna. I don't know. Are they gonna stay there for a couple of days or something? I've seen previews of it. But the interesting thing to me is we're having the same conversations today that they had the very first season of Real World. You know, the racial issues.
Yep.
It is crazy how we are in a totally different time. And it's still the same thing going on.
Same thing. That was 1992 when that first came out.
Damn.
You know, almost 30 years, and we're still talking about the same shit, man. What's really going on?
Yeah. I don't know. Once again, this world is just. You know, they always say things go around, come around and begin.
No. I'm going to quote somebody. There's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, nothing new under the sun. It's not.
Nope.
It's not. It is not.
We've seen it all before. Oh, my. I'm interested to see how this is going to go, especially because Eric is not actually going to be in the same place with them.
That's funky to me.
I'm not sure what that is. I can only speculate right now, so I can't wait until it comes on. Because, of course, here's my thoughts, too. Either you tested positive for COVID, and we can't expose everybody else to you.
Of course.
So he'll be in another hotel room, and they'll be communicating via some video type thing.
He's going to be on video.
Okay, so I guess like a Zoom. So what? He's supposed to be on... I don't know how that... Well, okay, he'll be on Zoom. And my other theory was... Because you know him and Eric and Julie dated.
I mean, but that was way back in the day, though, right?
I understand that, but it didn't end well. And you know how some people are. I don't want to be around him. I can't stand to be in the same room with him.
Years, though. This is some years.
Chill. You know, don't make me think of some people that some stuff happened years ago and they're still on some, I don't want to be in the same room with them. So I don't know if Julie feels uncomfortable. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait to find out. But that's what I'm putting my money on. It's one of those two, COVID or Julie feels uncomfortable being around him.
Julie and Heather were roommates.
They're still friends, right? And they're still very good friends. Yeah. Now she talks about her, or she mentions her on Sway in the Morning periodically.
Wow,
I've definitely heard her talk about Julie.
I mean, you have to be. That was an experience going through that. I mean, you gotta be able to keep those friendships.
Okay, wait. Let me just say this. Whatever season that was with Puck. Nigga, I would have never spoken to him again in my life. He was nasty. I would have never spoken to him again in my life. There would be no, maybe that's what I would do, reunion show. Well, I'm going to be over here, okay? Because I'm not coming if he's there.
Didn't he, go in the kitchen and take the peanut butter and dip his finger in the peanut butter and was eating it that
way?
But
he had picked his nose first
he was nasty
on purpose.
Man. He was
he
nasty.
did it on purpose and then put his finger in the big jar of Jiffy. No, bro, that's not even funny.
But, Boog, by that time, people had seen what the real world was about. So I think everybody tried to turn it up a notch. Oh, I'm going to stand out. I'm going to be the person that stands out, So everybody was trying to do crazy stuff, I think.
Whatever.
But I think this very first season was very genuine. No, people just kind of lived.
They didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, they didn't know what to expect. Now here's the kicker with this. Remember we talked about the whole Hulu and Netflix and all of that. So
right.
This is going to be on the new Paramount Plus. It's another streaming service.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's owned by CBS. CBS used to have their like CBS Backstage, I think, or what it is, because CBS All Access. They're not going to do that anymore, and that is now changed to Paramount Plus, and it's supposed to have like a lot of different shows on there that you can watch. I told you I don't have time for another. I can't pay for nothing else.
Hold on, wait. You were about to say you don't have time. Fool, I don't have money to pay for not another
I can't pay for another thing. I can't. I'm paying for too many more right now.
Between Sirius XM,
yeah.
YouTube, all the different things that we have, not to mention this regular old cable.
Well, you got
cable.
YouTube.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
say you got YouTube Music?
I do.
Oh, we might
don't ask me for my password.
No, hey, wait, player. We might have to make a negotiation here. Wait a minute, I'll give you one of my passwords. You give me the password.
Okay.
Look, we might have to make. Let's talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that off the podcast. Y'all don't got to understand the deal we about to make. Okay, so you give me that YouTube password, and I might hook you up.
Hey, you give me your Hulu.
I might hook you up. I might hook you up with something.
Okay, because guess what? My Hulu is still on a trial right now because I was using somebody. Listen, I'm so serious. I have like 2 more weeks, so you better hurry up with this deal.
That ain't even a real subscription.
Oh,
I
was using somebody else's
Hulu. No.
I think they remembered that I still had it, so I got bumped off.
Okay,
so
look, no, let's talk about this Paramount Plus, because this platform, what they're doing is Paramount and CBS Viacom, they own a whole lot of franchise. They own all of the MTV stuff. So what they're going to do is they're going to do some reboots. Like they're bringing Frasier back, but it's only going to be available on Paramount Plus. They're bringing Rugrats back.
Whoa! Wait a minute now.
Rugrats.
Wait a minute. Okay, Till, it's $4.99 a month. Can we go half?
Okay, yeah, we might be able to do that.
I got you on the $250.
Okay, yeah,
because I need this. I need to see this. One, I need to see the Real World Homecoming, the whole reunion thing. But I'm so down with the Rugrats.
Okay,
dude,
but
I feel like I grew up on that.
Here's the biggest thing. They're going to redo or reboot Yo MTV Raps.
Oh, hell no.
They are. Now I don't know
that's worth every bit of my $5.
I think here's the thing. That they better not mess this up, because if they're going to reboot Yo MTV Raps, Fab Five Freddy needs to be some kind of way involved in it.
Yeah,
he needs to be somewhere involved. Ed Lover needs to be somewhere involved. Dre's really sick. Dre's sick.
Okay.
I don't think Dre is going to be involved. I think he's lost a leg. He's been really sick, diabetic, really bad.
Okay.
I think he lost a leg. He's kind of sick.
Okay.
But I still think that if he can be involved, please let him be involved. But I think you cannot do a reboot without bringing them some kind of way in, even if they do maybe one show a month or something like that. You got to bring them in. You got to bring them in.
Oh my God, that's my whole childhood.
I know
right
it,
there.
and that's what Paramount is banking on. People, nostalgia shows. That's what they're banking on. It says they're going to roughly spend $5 billion over the next few years, redoing shows and things like that. And you know what? But that's only a drop in the bucket, because understand Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon, they spend way more than that. Remember, they have whole movies and stuff that they're doing on there. So
that's true.
You see how much money Hollywood got out there?
Wow.
And I told you the movie business has dried up, so they got to find other ways to kind of make some money.
And to keep us entertained.
Yeah. So Paramount Plus is we'll split the $5.
Okay, we have to hurry up and make this decision.
We'll split that. We can split that.
Okay.
We'll split that. I'll send you over the contracts, because you're not gonna have it in writing with you.
Wow. You can't just cash out me your money.
Not gonna have it in writing with you, boo.
Chill. How long we been friends?
That's why I gotta have it in writing,
because
I know you. I know you, girl. I know you. You went to Fletcher. You went to Fletcher. I need to have it in writing, girl.
Hold on a second. Don't make me call my backup, my reinforcement. I will call Thrill the Player. Fletcher will come all up and through in here. Okay.
Okay. Look. Okay. Let's do this. This is the last thing we're gonna talk about in this podcast. So, and I don't want to, because I don't like giving this dude no shine, because he's had enough shine for the past 4 years. But we gotta talk about how the former president, who will remain nameless, I'm not gonna say his name because y'all know who I'm talking about. So his first speaking engagement since he's left the office was last week in Orlando at this big convention. And here's the thing that blew my mind. If you follow us on Instagram, go to our Instagram, you'll see the picture. We're on Instagram at The Family Radio. They made a gold image of him, like an idol of him. But like I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what?
Hold on. Here's the part that took me out. Well, first off, let me back up for a second and say, this nigga. You know, when we do that, it's some shit coming. Okay, so
man,
this nigga. I saw the statue. Why is it outfitted with shorts and flip flops?
Look,
I'm having all types of problems with that one.
I don't know. I have no idea. But the fact that they even made that.
But let me tell you why it was made. We're not going to give the creator any shine either, okay? But he said he made that statue in response to all the multiple pieces of art that were done over the last 4 years or whatever, mocking the former president. Remember, there was some where he was naked, and there were ones that he was on the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was his way to show his support.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm so serious. This man is California-based. A California-based artist created the you-know-who statue in response to the multiple pieces of art mocking the former president. Come on, bro. Like, you had that much time on your hands?
Get out of
Seriously?
here. Get out of here.
We can't. We could have world peace if you applied yourself differently, bro. I don't understand. And he really said he was upset because of all of the previous statues that were mocking.
So they made a gold image of him, and everybody walk around looking at it and quote unquote praising it. Yo, y'all better read that Bible, man. Yo, I don't do no gold idols, man. I don't do that.
Hello?
I don't do that, homeboy.
Let me tell you, I play about a lot of things.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, the Bible is not.
I ain't playing about
one
that.
of them. Nope, not at all.
That. Now the fact that they of course paid him to speak there, once again he verbally said that, oh well, y'all do not, the election should be mine. He's still talking about that yang that he lost.
He's still talking about that, and people are still flattening him.
Yeah.
They went to war on CNN about that. They was like, he's lying. He's still lying.
Yeah.
Like, what's the problem? Why are you still telling big lies? Not even little ones. You telling big lies.
Yeah.
You're already whether they have already begun the court proceedings to sue him, or they're about to, or whatever the case. You still going on with that? Yeah,
he is still going on with that.
You know what?
And he said he might go ahead and run at the next election. I'm like, man, dude, this dude here. Y'all,
let me just say this,
please.
You can't fix stupid. You cannot. Okay, so listen. So the artist who made this gold statue says it is museum quality, and that's the one that I'm eventually hoping to get into the Trump library. Is he serious? And then had the nerve to follow it up with, it's literally priceless. No, it's a piece of shit. That's what it is.
He really said that?
He said that. I'm telling you, on CNN, nonetheless. Wow. This fool, the statue has on American flag themed shorts, which it's got the stripes and the stars, and it's wearing flip flops. It is wearing flip flops.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this mess is still going on. But look here, like I said, I don't want to give him too much shine. I just couldn't believe that y'all. Also, now y'all worshiping gold idols. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
And
okay,
then, listen,
okay. Okay.
What do you think should have happened to that statue in Orlando, Chill?
Well, actually, what I think God he was getting ready to strike it down. He was going to strike the whole conference down. But since it was in Orlando, and God was like, well, look, if I strike this place down here, it's too close to Disney. Disney ain't did nothing wrong. That's the happiest place on earth.
Thank you.
I'm not going to strike it down. So that's probably the only reason
They
why
got a pass.
a lightning bolt didn't come down and strike that CPAP convention or whatever the hell it was called down there.
Nope, you got it right.
Because it was too close to Disney. That's the only reason why. Only reason why.
Woo.
That's a mess there, man. That is a mess. Hey, appreciate you guys listening to the podcast this week. We gonna do better. That's all I'm saying. We are gonna do better. Don't forget to follow us on all of the platforms. We're on Twitter at The Fam Radio. We are on Facebook at The Fam Radio. On Instagram at The Family Radio. Before we go, I just want to say a R.I.P. to Lewis Nix, football player from Jacksonville. Went to Notre Dame, kicked ass at Notre Dame, got into the NFL. Always like to see a local boy do good.
Yeah.
I think he was kind of having some. Here's the thing. That movie.
This is a whole way. Hold on.
What?
This is a whole nother thing that we can put on a whole nother podcast because there's so much to be said about former NFL players and what happens to them after.
That CTE thing is real, man. That CTE thing is real. It affects your mental. Because you're just getting hit in the head consistently, and that's what that sport is. That's a violent sport.
The brain is being rocked around in there.
Book, he's only 29 years old. He was found, in a lake. His car was found in a lake, and they're still doing an investigation now. They don't know if he was on his way to his girlfriend's house. They don't know if he got distracted by a phone call or something. And just they don't know. They don't know what's going on. But they did find his body. So just, man, it's just
it's always a sad thing. Exactly.
Very sad. Like I said, 29 years old. Like
that's really 29 years young.
Yeah,
to be quite honest.
Exactly. He played on the Giants. He was on the practice squad of the Jaguars and the practice squad of what other team? It's on the tip of my tongue right now. But he bounced around a little bit because he had got hurt, like his last year in college. But they're in college. He was a beast. I mean, he was a beast in the NFL. That's the thing. You hurt your knee, and if it's hurt bad enough, it's hard to come back from stuff like that. Playing that sport.
Yeah.
Playing that sport. So I just want to pray for his family, man.
Absolutely.
That's a bad situation. A bad situation.
Yep.
And don't forget to check us out on all of the podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from, whether it's iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all that. We on all of them. iHeart Music. We on all of them.
We give you facts. We give you fun. All of the above.
And I want to challenge y'all too. You know what? Take the link, send it to one of your friends. Let your friends experience the family. Okay? Let your friends experience it. We better than the Wendy Williams experience. How you doing?
We're not even going to talk about her. Nope. We are not. Okay, wait. Okay, so now that you brought her up, chill.
How you doing?
Okay, so maybe next week we talk about the vaccine. Because I know you saw it. Wendy said she ain't getting the vaccine.
She ain't taking the vaccine. She was like Dr. Oz when Dr. Oz told her to do it. She was like, I ain't taking the vaccine.
She sure was. She was like, I don't trust it. That's hey, you and I.
We're gonna talk about, because we need to talk about the vaccine, because I'm still on the fence right now.
Elderly parents.
Yeah, we need to talk about that, and because I'm thinking about getting the book, but I'm every day. I go, I open up this laptop and try to find some other things, and I really thought the Johnson & Johnson vaccine would have been the best, but if you look at the numbers, that's not the best vaccine.
Well, it's gotten better reviews now.
That thing, tested,
but
man.
that's my problem with the whole vaccine to begin with is we don't have enough information right now. Man. How many times have you been up late night and you saw some infomercial talking about, did you experience such and such while taking such and such a drug? Well, if you did, call this 1-800 number and we might be able to get you some money.
Man, it's just how Walking Dead started. See, that's what scared me, man.
I don't want to grow another head. I don't want to grow another limb. I'm good where I'm at right now.
I ain't going to be no zombie.
I'm just tell you
what I'm taking. This is my recipe for the COVID right here. You need to get you some of that Hennessy White. Take a shot every day. Get you some apple cider vinegar. Take a shot of that every day, and then put
some
olive oil on your feet.
No, oh Lord Jesus, where does the olive oil come in?
I don't know, but I see old people do it.
Good?
It sounds good, and I've seen old people do it. Okay.
Well, let me tell you what my Jamaican people are doing. We take a little white rum.
Okay.
Put that on your forehead. You could put it on a rag, and rest it on your chest or something. You'll be fine. You will be just fine.
I ain't nothing but some Vicks Vapors rub, girl.
Oh,
I ain't nothing but some
Vicks.
You said put it on your chest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That'll cure anything. I'm telling you. I've seen, lots of my family members cure a lot of things with some
white rum and a washcloth, huh?
Yup, Ray and Nephew white rum. You better believe it.
Oh yeah, that Ray and Nephew though. Ooh yeah.
That's that 100 overproof.
That Ray, you can put that Ray and Nephew in your gas tank and run your car with that
I think you can. I think you can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, we will be back soon. That's all I'm going to say. Soon. Soon and very soon, like the church song. Soon and very soon, bud.
We're the family.
You can be all the things you always wanted to be. Beautiful, sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
The Family Radio Podcast with T-Boogie and Chill Will.